Hi everybody, it's Bennett here from TVIExpressFormula.com, and in this video I'm going to evaluate the TVI Express business model and see whether the numbers actually make sense. When I was first presented the TVI Express business opportunity and showed the compensation plan, one of the first questions that came into my head was, how can TVI Express pay out $15,000 when someone pays in $250,000? I was wondering if it was a Ponzi scheme or if it was an illegal pyramid, and I wondered if the numbers actually added up. I didn't fully understand it, so I actually got out my calculator and I started to work the numbers, and this is what I found out. And hopefully this helps you in evaluating the business opportunity yourself. Now, before I actually go into this, I just wanted to mention that I'm not going to be explaining the compensation plan in this video. I believe the TVI Express presentation explains it very well already, so I'm going to be evaluating the numbers here, and if you haven't seen the presentation on the compensation plan, I encourage you to go back and watch that video, because these numbers and the slides that you're going to see are going to make a lot more sense after you see that presentation. Alright, on with the show. Let's start with the Traveler Board. Basically, this is the first board that you'll fall into when you sign up to become a member of TVI Express. And what happens is you start down here at level 1. And that's where you'll move from left to right as people get added, and as the bottom row, as level 1 fills, you'll move up in levels. Now, the bottom level here, level 1, has 8 positions. So if all 8 of those people are paying $250, that's $2,000 that's being generated there. And I'll just go up the ranks here. There's 4 positions in level 2, and that's $1,000. There's 2 positions in level 3, which is $500, and the top position in level 4 is $250. So if we add up this whole board, if everyone puts in $250, that comes to a total of $3,750. And another way of looking at it is there's 15 positions, all putting in $250, and again it's $3,750. Now, when the Traveler Board fills up, the person at the level 4 position, which is the top position here, they once this board fills, they get to move up into the Express Board, and they earn a startup bonus of $500. So, as we discussed already, this board made $3,750. $500 is paid out to the person in level 4, which leaves the company $3,250. So that's pretty straightforward. Now, the person in level 4 gets $500, and by the way, it's actually $250 in cash and $250 in an e-voucher. But for the sake of argument here, I'm just going to say the person gets paid out $500. So they get their startup bonus of $500, and the person at level 4 gets to move up into the Express Board. And what happens in the Express Board is they start out back down here at level 1 again. Now, you qualify for the Express Board when you sign up 2 other members in your downline. And when you cycle to the Express Board, you become a silver ranking member. You also get entry into the Express Board in a revolving fashion, and the startup bonus, the $500, is instantly put into your e-wallet. Now, going back to the Traveler Board for a moment, there's one thing that always has to happen in order for the person at the top of the Traveler Board to move on to the Express Board. What has to happen is this: the board has to get filled up, which means that the bottom level, level 1, always has to have 8 positions filled before the person at level 4 can move on to the Express Board. So what that means is every time these 8 positions are filled, $2,000 is paid into the company. And we know that of those $2,000, $500 of it is paid out to the person at level 4, which leaves $1,500 for the company. So we know that the company has generated $1,500 for each member who moves on to level 1 of the Express Board. So each time someone enters the Express Board down on level 1, we know that the company has $1,500 for each one of those positions. So when there's 8 positions on level 1 at $1,500 each, that is $12,000. And moving up the ranks here, level 2, there's 4 positions, which is $6,000. two positions at level 3 is $3,000, and the top position at level 4 is $1,500, which gives us a total of $22,500 paid into the company. And another way of looking at that is there's 15 positions at $1,500, and that adds up to $22,500. So next, the board fills and pays out $15,000 to the person at the top at level 4. So $15,000 goes to the person at level 4, and again, I'll mention that it's actually $10,000 cash and $5,000 that's being used for travel as a voucher. But for sake of argument and simplicity, we'll just say it's $15,000 that's being paid out. So if we subtract that from what was made on that board, it leaves the company $7,500, which is quite a lot of money that the company is paying out. So is TVI Express paying out more than they're taking in? No, they're not. In fact, if you look at this equation here, the payout on the Express board is actually 67%. And in fact, they're actually paying out more than 67%. If you'll remember, there's also a 5 to 10% residual income that TVI Express pays out. What that means then is that they're actually paying out something more like 72 to 77%. And that's not including any of the incentives that are mentioned in the presentation, which I'll go into a little bit more later. I did mention there are leadership ranks which go from associate all the way up to presidential associate, and each one of those comes with different benefits. And this is just a recap again. If you're a gold associate, you actually get 5% of group sales, which for every $250 that's put in, you get $12, and it goes all the way up to a presidential associate, which is 10%, and that's $25 of $250 that you get in group sales. Now, these ranks and the commission structure was all presented to you in the business opportunity video, so I'm not going to go any further into it. But the reason why I bring it up is because one of the questions that went through my head was, if there's multiple gold associates, for example, in my group, and they're all getting 5% of group sales, then how can that possibly sustain itself in the business? In addition to the Traveler Board and the Express Board, which doesn't make any sense. And which is true. And so this is the reason why I'm bringing this up, because TVI Express actually has something called the spread. What this is, for example, say you're a gold ranking member and you're getting 5% of group sales, and then another gold ranking member comes into your group or becomes a gold member in your group. Both of you cannot get the 5%. So what happens is the newest gold ranking member will get that 5%. Here's another example. Say you're a diamond ranking member and you're getting 7% of group sales, and another member becomes a gold ranking member in your group. What happens is you will get the spread or the difference between your 7% and their 5%. So what happens is you'll get 2% of group sales, and the other gold ranking member gets 5%. So what this does is the spread keeps the business compensation plan sustainable, first off, but it also encourages you to sponsor new people. What it is it's a stair-step program as members progress through the plan and cycle through, and as you reach higher ranks, you have more people cycling. So even though you may be getting a lower percentage or sharing that percentage, the increased people cycling through actually may end up paying you out more. And as I mentioned also, there's additional payouts in addition to that 72 to 77%. For example, there's the presidential rank level, which gets a share in the global revenue by participating in the power pool. And what the power pool is 2% or $5 of every new membership is shared in this power pool. Other incentives are things like a free laptop, the free family trip, or a luxury car. There's many things that are given out when you achieve certain ranks, and so this is above and beyond the 72 to 77% that TVI Express is paying out. So just to conclude, it's not magic, it's math. When you break down the compensation plan and look at the numbers, the business is completely sustainable. TVI Express is making money, their members are making money, and the system works, and it works really, really well. Honestly, this is a binary plan like nothing that I've ever seen, and it does work really, really well. So in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about how, through leveraging the power of the internet, our group has become one of the fastest growing TVI Express teams in North America. and how we can use this power to help you grow your TVI Express business with minimal effort virtually overnight. So check it out, and thanks for watching.